Welcome to Snack and a Movie. We are on location here at the Canadian Mennonite University, stomping grounds for filmmaker Brad Leitch. And first of all, we're going to start on the snack because you so far, sir, win the prize, and you baked this yourself?
Yeah, so this is Dutch boterkoek. It's butter cake, and yeah, it's kind of a family community tradition, and I made some last night, and I think you're going to like it.
Oh, well, I can hardly wait. So we'll keep this interview short. I'm just kidding, though. Congratulations on your film, Reserve 107. Speaking of stomping grounds, this is land in Saskatchewan that is very, very special. So tell us the story.
Yeah, so in short, our film really is about land. It's about an unlikely friendship, and it's about a century-old crime. So those are some of the ingredients of the film. And it unfolds in Laird, Saskatchewan, around 30 square miles of land that was intended for a young Chippewa band, but was instead taken by the government and given to a group of Mennonites and Lutherans to settle on. So this happened 100 years ago, and fast forward to the future, these communities, as they begin to unpack the story and learn about the history of the land they're living on, actually partner alongside the current young Chippewa band to find some means of reconciliation. So.
Wow, and truth and reconciliation, 2 words that mean so much right now.
Yeah.
I guess your journey, your personal journey in making this film, what did you learn about the 2 cultures?
Yeah, I think for me as an outsider coming into this community, it was a tremendous amount of trust that they invited us into this peace journey that they're on. And it's a precarious thing, so it takes a lot of work and nurturing, and to be invited into that is something that I wanted to respect and honor. So it really meant listening deeply for myself as a non-Indigenous Canadian. Something I know first I need to do is listen deeply, ask a lot of questions, and then from there it was really participatory in a lot of senses, this film, as we had a lot of conversations throughout the process and even invited community members to respond to the film during the post-production phase and kind of speak into what was being created. And I think that was really important for me coming into this as a non-Indigenous person. And then also really taking from this community the example of reconciliation that they're modeling for us. And it was really the efforts of young Chippewan descendants to instigate this transformation in a community. And everybody wasn't on board at first. It took some time. It took some trust that had to get built and some fear to work through and some concerns. But now they are on a good journey and taking some really awesome steps. So.
Okay, so we are going to see excerpts from the film, so you can set it up.
Yeah, so what you'll see now is just a few clips that are isolated from the film. One of the clips is from the farmers, some of the farmers that now live on the land. You'll also see a clip from one of the chiefs who shares a little bit about the history. And then you'll also see a really interesting scene, and it was a really special moment for us. The young Chippewan chief and a Mennonite landowner sitting on a bench together, really working through this tension of who is responsible, what do we do, where do we go from here? And it's not necessarily clear, but I think the beautiful thing that you'll see in this scene is that they're doing this together, and it's really special.
Awesome. Okay, so you are going to cut your pie. Here is excerpts from Reserve 107.
The Minister of Indian Affairs tried to say that we were all wiped out, there's no one alive from that young Chippewan band. And I'm very much proof that I'm alive. I'm bloodline of the chief that signed the treaties at Fort Carlton. It was my great-great-grandfather. Right here. That was my grandfather shaking hands with John Diefenbaker, Prime Minister of Canada. He put the headdress on him and gave him the name Chief Eagle from my dad, where it shows we're all treaty when they shook hands. It shows peace. One thing I like is the government to be fair. They were put there to do right, not wrong. They're supposed to help the people, not turn against them.
This is the land that that was originally designated as Young Chipewyan land.
At first, when the whole issue came up, I just wished it would go away. And because I thought, well, this is our land, why would they come and want to take that away from us? And why would somebody keep bringing this up? Just let sleeping dogs lie.
This issue would not go away. We were always kind of hoping, well, it's going to go away. The government will step in and they'll solve this problem for us, right? But nothing was happening, and so it wasn't until 2006, I suppose, right? When Leonard said, these people would like to get together with you and just have a party.
I thought, well, who's going to come to this? There's so many people that don't agree with it, and it's just kind of why would we celebrate this, someone laying claim to our land?
When we first reached out to the Mennonite and Lutherans, honestly, we didn't know what to expect. Chief Ben and I didn't know what to expect. We thought, they're going to grill us and make us feel bad, and why don't you guys give it up already kind of attitude. And when we went there, we found out later on that they were kind of thinking that too. They were apprehensive as well, and thinking like, oh yeah, they're going to come here and be demanding and call us thieves and whatever, They were both sides were like, what are we getting ourselves into,
I've noticed, we got along pretty good, you and I. It's peaceful, when you're going to do business with, say, another group of people, you do it peacefully.
This is absolutely delicious, Brad. So you've always been a baker?
I have always been a baker of Bodakook, so I have learned this at a young age, and I've kept baking it as I gotten older.
Oh, amazing. And also amazing, those excerpts from your movie. Where can people see it?
Yeah, so you can actually go to the website, reserve107thefilm.com, and you can check out the film there. And there's a bunch of resources as well for groups and people who want to talk about this film and go a little bit deeper into some of the issues that it brings up. So,
Oh,
yeah.
great. And to tie it all around, CMU, where we're standing, you are a former student, and you studied peace too as well?
Yeah, so I studied peace and conflict transformation here at the university. It's a 3-year BA that I did, and it was an incredibly important background, even going into projects like this, to think about structural elements of oppression and conflict, but also the other elements of cultural and relational and personal impacts that conflict has on people. So, yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Brad, for bringing this film to light. And please check it out, Reserve 107, and the best pie ever. We'll see you again on another episode of Snack and a Movie. Coming up in the Loft Sessions, a feature performance by Royal Canoe.